Now, Oregon and Washington are allowing the Johnson & Johnson vaccine to be given again. Our Galen Etlin looks at where the one-dose shot is available and who needs it most.
The Johnson & Johnson COVID vaccine is back on the table after more than a week of review by the FDA. Experts investigated 15 cases of blood clots out of nearly 7 million vaccinations. From Multnomah County's health officer last week,
this appears to be a really rare complication,
to an OSU and OHSU vaccine researcher.
By and large, people should go out and get those vaccines.
Experts have said the vaccine is safe, with both Washington and Oregon allowing it, with a disclaimer. As of Sunday, vaccinefinder.org showed most pharmacies are still not offering the J&J shot. In Portland and Vancouver, Fred Meyer, QFC, and Rite Aid locations offer it. CVS and Walgreens told NBC News they'll make appointments available for J&J in the upcoming week. Oregon Health Authority said for people who already got the shot, monitor any blood clot symptoms for about 3 weeks.
Anyone past this time frame is probably okay.
Ultimately, J&J's return,
really a game changer,
is welcome news to Scott Kerman of Blanchet House, which helps Portland's homeless community. He says only needing one J&J dose is a big advantage.
Because it would be extremely challenging with the community that we serve to get them back in 3 or 4 weeks.
Before J&J's pause, Blanchet House and Multnomah County were planning a vaccination event similar to this flu shot clinic last year. Now, planning can continue.
Meets folks where they're at, both physically and culturally.
Sam Young volunteers with Portland People's Outreach Project. It provides harm reduction services for the homeless and those addicted to drugs. You're on the front lines. What exactly are you hearing?
I'm hearing they want the vaccine. They want to be safe.
He says easy access is key, along with outreach and education to dispel hesitancy.
And to do so in a manner that's respectful and that recognizes the disparities and the kind of barriers that they face.
Blanchet House says COVID cases have not been too high in Portland's homeless communities, in part because shelters have provided protective gear. But since many on the streets have underlying health conditions, Johnson & Johnson's one-off vaccine could still make a big difference.
As trusted faces in the houseless community, that must go a long way as well in this conversation.
You know, I do think that the people that we serve trust us. It's really critical to their health and welfare.
Galen Etlin, KGW News.